you should split the bill on a first date.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we've got an interesting topic. We're trying to understand, should men pay on dates? Specifically the first date. We'll go into other dates in a later time.
Okay.
So stay with us. We've got 3 lovely little clips that we should get to the point where we understand what we should do as men. Get into it?
Yeah.
When you're on a date, who should pay?
I know. I mean, that's what I told them. You know, I'm sorry.
But-
I would say, I'm dating. We're dating. You
But
know,
here's
the
the-
gentleman here.
Here,
You're
okay.
supposed to pay.
He's supposed to pay.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I told them.
but you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
No. Whenever Walt
What's
wanted, right?
where does this double standard come from? I'm sorry, it's the reality. You guys can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, you have to fucking pay for my time, you're saying this relationship isn't equal. This relationship isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it. I wonder what paradigm that sets up.
All right, so this is going to be controversial. So make sure you've put your comments on what you think about whether a guy should pay for the first date or not in the comments below, right? Let's go into this. So he's trying to say that there's a dichotomy between should a man pay and what that payment should give, right? So it's effectively saying, if I pay for the date, you got to sleep with me. I think that's taking it quite far, especially for like a first date. I think he's talking about dates holistically.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll come back to another point. For first dates, yeah, I think a man should pay. Right. I think as a first date, I think that's a given rule. As you go further along, different conversation. First date. But I don't necessarily think that a man should be expecting anything off the first date.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's a bit of a touchy subject. What do you think?
I think that is the flaw in the patriarchy, right? Okay, yeah, because we are commenting on this double standard, that means that if I'm paying for the first date, you must sleep with me because I'm paying for your time and your time is sex. No, I think that's a flaw within male thinking, if that's what they think. But I think there's 2 philosophies of thought. Number 1 is like, yes, men should pay on the first date because it sets a precedent of you care enough about me and you want to ensure that you are putting your best foot forward and you're being generous. You're showing your generosity. You're showing how much you care.
Yeah.
You're paying for the date. And then number 2, it is that the person who invites should pay, right?
I
I've
agree
heard
with
that
you.
as well.
Actually, I think it's a nice kind of topic to end. Is like, yes, if you're the person that's invited that person out, you pay. 9 times out of 10, because of how society works, it's going to be the male asking the female out. But whoever's idea it was should pay.
Yeah, and I think that's where sometimes we get into like, well, should I then just wait until the man asks me? And of course, if he does, then yeah, then he should pay. If you ask and you are a woman, well then you should pay.
Okay, nice way to end it. Stick with us because maybe this will change throughout the video. Maybe our ideas will. Let's get on to the second clip.
It's time to settle the debate. Here's who should pay on the first date. As a man, it is your responsibility to pay on the first date, and I'll give you 3 reasons. First of all, women are attracted to men who can provide and lead the way. This demonstrates that. Second, it avoids awkward interactions when the check comes out and you're just like, what do I do now? Third of all, you probably invited her out on the date, and it would be an odd move to invite someone out and then expect them to pay for it.
That being said, if you go on 3 or 4 dates with her and she never offers to pay, that's a red flag.
Yeah, if she doesn't thank you after you pay on the first date, that is already a massive red flag. You can be mad about this and butt hurt and say, but women should also contribute on the first date. And that's fine, but then good luck with your dating life, bro.
All right, so let's go into the second point that he raised first, which is the awkward dance that I think everyone has gone through of like, who's paying, am I paying, etc. So yeah, it does give us a good opportunity if the guy always pays on the first date to make sure that we know what's happening. But that dance should be, do you want me to pay for a little bit? Do you want me to give it a go? From the woman's side, and the man should be, no ma'am, I got this one.
Put your wallet away.
Your money is no good here. Good statement to use, right? So all of that combined, I think, is that the dance is important, right? You pay for it, make sure the woman is trying to pay for it, and it's a genuine try. It's not just, I should pay for it, but I know he's going to do it, right? Genuine try to want to do something.
Get those acting skills together, girls.
Get those acting skills. And then, as the woman said, like if they're not paying after date, maybe 3 or 4. First set 1 or 2, fine, givens. 3 question mark 4 question mark
Yeah.
5. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
If they never say thank you too, I mean, if they don't show gratitude, and gratitude, of course, does not necessarily mean sex. It can just mean a thank you, a hug, a kiss. You know, if the woman is not showing gratitude at all, then yeah, that is a red flag.
I think you're right. Should we go on to the next and last clip?
You should split the bill on a first date. I'm sorry, like, it's a first date. After that, we can, you know, it could be even, but at least chivalry on the first date. You're trying to woo.
I think just the gesture of offering says more than anything else.
I agree. Go into a relationship as equals, so you should split the bill.
Sometimes you end up in some like interesting situations. Like somebody's like, oh, like let's just hang out.
Like you're like hanging out with one of your friends that's a girl, and you're like,
Yeah,
don't know
that's
where
what
it's
I'm
going.
saying, right?
But that's not a first date. That's just y'all hanging out. It might turn into something else.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll split.
All right, so for me, there's one major point that I have on this one is like, always make sure that you're actually going on a date first, right?
Yeah.
Don't get there and one of you thinks it's a date and one of you thinks you're going as friends, right? If you're going as friends, sod them, you're half.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
if you're
yeah, yeah.
friends, that friend, even if she thought you were going to pay for it, she is eating alone or she is not eating at all, right? It's down to her to pay for her bit if you're friends. If you think it's a date, you make sure that they think it's a date before you go.
How?
Hey, looking forward to our date tonight. Are we still okay for 6?
Okay,
Something
yeah.
along those lines. Make sure that you're on the same level before you get out there.
Yeah.
Crisis averted. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think your point is my point, right? And I've been in a situation where I was invited out and I was pretty sure that it was a date. And then when the check comes, so what do you want to do? You want to split? Huh? What? This is a $90 tab. And I would not have ordered all this food if I had known.
Oh, so you were saying
No!
you tried to take advantage of him, did you?
No!
You're the typical feminist.
No, it's just,
Everything we have tried
he
to...
ordered a picture of margaritas. I would have said, hey, buddy, slow down. Just one each.
And on that bombshell, I think it's time to end.
Yeah.
Hope you had fun. Make sure you comment anything in below. What do you think? Should a man pay or not? Make sure you like the video, do all that fun stuff, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.